You know, I've always had a lot of questions about the Inazuma story. For example, when Ayaka says this.
Toma, before the traveler arrives, spar with me some more.
How does she know? How does she even know we're going to Inazuma? How would we even make it there since the whole nation has been locked down because of the Sakoku decree? And then it dawned on me. There is one character that we never see during the entire quest line. This character that evades us despite being behind every move we make, plotting in the shadows, and everything goes all according to plan. So grab some boba, a plate, a fork, and a knife, and let me cook. The Archon quest starts and we are off with a bang because for some reason, Toma already has papers prepared for us in order for us to pass inspection, giving us a valid reason to be in Rito. Later on, you are only able to get out of Rito by doing a favor for Lady Hiragi Chisato, who wanted to smuggle a love letter to Kamaji. Remember this couple, they are going to be very important later. Then you finally meet Ayaka, who has been waiting for you this entire time, and just in case you don't agree with helping her with the Vision Hunt decree, already has a plan in place to convince you to help. Is this getting suspicious yet? You eventually agree to help them by teaming up with Yoimiya to break a man out of prison by the name of Masakatsu, a fake vision dealer. You eventually learn that over the course of around a year, 99 visions have been confiscated. Wait, but we've seen Toma, Ayaka, Yoimiya, and Kazuha up until this point who all still have their vision. I'm not counting Kujosara and Yae because of course they would be exempt. You later see that Sayu, the Shimatsuban ninja, still has her vision. Hold on. 99 visions taken with the Raiden Shogunate at their doorstep, and it just so happens that everyone with ties to the Kamisato clan are untouched? Mind you, visions are rather uncommon. Not everyone's just walking around with these things. So let's look into this real quick. Yoimiya is from the Naganohara family, which is under the Yashiro Commission, and she's Ayaka's friend. Sayu is a member of the Shimatsuban, the ninja organization that is only loyal to the Kamisato clan. Kaedehara Kazuha is a member of the Kamisato clan's subordinate clan. Toma's a fascinating case because we have to save him from getting his vision taken, but he also defended us by throwing a spear with pinpoint accuracy at the god of thunder. This man did not hesitate and clearly demonstrates his loyalties here. He would put his life on the line for anyone trusted by the Kamisato clan, and I would say he's basically an honorary member. I say all of this to ask this one question. Why? This carefully orchestrated string of events and coincidences all point towards one man. None other than the Yashiro Commissioner, the commander of the Shimatsuban and clan head of the Kamisato clan, Kamisato Ayato. But Nova, you say? This doesn't explain how Ayato just knew how you were gonna go to Inazuma, and I would be stunned by this question. If this didn't happen.
The more it doesn't sit right. Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shimatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
My gosh, this guy has ninjas posted all over the place and even in other nations, hiding in places you would never find them. They are a wide intelligence network and Ayato knows everything about everyone. They even use dogs, meaning Taromaru is quite possibly a retired Shimatsuban Ninken. Speaking of Ninken, I don't think y'all understand just how smart Ayato is. The Tenryou Commission is just now uncovering that he helped Watatsumi during the war, but it's too late for it to even matter. This man's IQ is so high that Yae Miko can't stand him because he is the one man she can't outsmart.
There's no knowing what devious scheme might be brewing inside his head. It's really quite maddening.
He has outfoxed the fox. Okay, but back to the main point. Ayato set up the documents and gave them to Toma. He is the reason why you make it into Rito and why Ayaka knew you would make it out. But let's take it a step further. Toma is never idle. He's always busy. He is known as the fixer for a reason, which makes sense because it's all fixed. Beto is also well known by the Kamisatos. How do you think it was arranged for Kazuha to join her crew? And guess what? She shows up again to help Watatsumi during the battle. Who do you think got her in touch with Kokomi to plan this all out? The Yashiro Commissioner, the puppet master behind everything that happens in Inazuma. Which brings us to Lady Chisato and Kamaji, the leaders of the Kanjo and Tenryo commissions. Where we left off with these two lovebirds in the story, they were sending secret love letters to each other, but in Ayato's quest, we are helping them get married. I remember a lot of people saying they skipped this quest, so allow me to recap it for you real quick. If Lady Chisato marries Kamaji, she would be forced to leave her position as head of the Kanjo Commission, and it would be forfeit to a man named Matsura, whatever, who has been gaining traction within the commission. This is gonna get real political, but stay with me. Ayato gets wind of this from his ninjas who have identified a key witness by the name of Shinojo, who was captured for knowing too much. Ayato saves him and Matsura shows up and says this.
You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, might I be so bold then as to question your motives in doing so?
And he should not have said this, because it is at this moment that Ayato cooks up this 500 IQ plan to tell Matsura that the Tenryo Commission will use this marriage to marginalize the Kanjo Commission instead of merely removing Lady Chisato. The only barrier being that Kamaji doesn't wish to harm Hiragi's reputation. But if she were removed from the clan, then Kamaji would have no qualms with destroying every ounce of influence the Kanjo Commission has. This would dismantle everything Matsura has to gain from becoming the Kanjo Commissioner. Kamaji and Hiragi already know full well that this is not the plan. However, Matsura has no clue and fears for the downfall of his entire clan. This way, Ayato stays completely neutral. Ayato also informs Kamaji about this plan, and Matsura realizes just how irreplaceable Hiragi is and comes to apologize himself, and this is where Ayato drops the coldest line I have ever heard in this game.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking? Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
This is how Ayato works. He just threatened to cut the tongue out this man's mouth and then kill him for his insolence. Oh my. And by doing this and saving their marriage, the Kanjo and Tenryo Commission both owe him favors. They're both at his beck and call. He stands at the top of the Tri-Commission. This is how he handled the Vision Hunt decree and oversaw our entire quest. Ayato's sole goal is to make sure his people stay unscathed, and in his quest to achieve this, he has acquired a network of informants and political allies so vast that he is untouchable. He runs the show from the shadows, and he has impact on all of Inazuma without even showing his face. But being this powerful comes at a price, which means that Ayato does have his fair share of enemies. In his demo, he dispatches his ninjas to watch over a festival while reverse jumping his way out of an assassination attempt.
The Fatui would do well to update their intelligence concerning me. But of course, that would require one of you to return in one piece.
Oh my goodness.
After which, he drops the second coldest line I have ever heard in this game.
I do not keep the Shumatsuban for the trivial matter of dealing with assassins.
This man called an assassination attempt trivial. What is this man? A god? Is this why he has Kami in his name? Kami Sato? He basically runs the nation. It's not like Raiden.exe does anything. Someone has to run the show. None other than Ayato. He's behind it all, and we don't even see him until all is said and done. Well, that concludes my theory. Kamisato Ayato has a wide range of allies along with a certain Oni King. But I'll get to him later because he also deserves his own video. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like if you liked it, sub if you loved it, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace, y'all.